using Cursor well is really challenging. The best way to use Cursor is imagine you're just a developer and then all of a sudden one day you punch a wall with both hands and you break all your fingers and you can't type for 2 weeks, or you just lost your keyboard stopped working. That seems a lot less violent. So you don't have a keyboard, you just have a mouse, and you still want to code. Well, what do? You use Cursor. And with Cursor, you're basically just coding without typing. You can actually, you can voice your prompt and then you hit go, and then Cursor will actually write the code for you. And when you think of it that way, you think of it as what steps am I internally thinking about when I'm coding? And if you just are able to articulate those steps in your head onto your computer, you're going to get good results with Cursor. The problem is when you look at AI or you're in Cursor, all of a sudden you're just like, oh, I just want to get this whole thing done. And if you think of it from that perspective, where it's just like, I'm just going to dump a bunch of stuff on Cursor and just, oh, all the magic's going to happen. The LLM is going to do all the work. That's not going to get you good results. That might work with Claude, but there's some drawbacks to that, but we're not going to get into that today. With Cursor, you have to do things as if you are still coding, but somebody else is writing the code. Your keyboard doesn't work, so you call in the other person that knows how to code but is not familiar with your code base, and you're basically just telling this other person what to do. All right, go from this function, pull this function out of this library and move it to this library, and make sure to update this function to do XYZ instead of ABC. And then the person writing the code is like, okay, cool, those are clear instructions. I'm gonna just type it up. If you do it that way, you're gonna get really good results with Cursor. And that's kind of like the simplest way, I think, to explain the mindset that I have when I'm using Cursor. I'm not really doing anything different. I'm just thinking out loud what I should do. I've internalized everything, and I'm just thinking out loud all the steps I need to do, and then I just type it into Cursor. Cursor runs. I make sure it's doing what I expected it to do. I think that's really important. And then if it's good, next step. If it's not good, modify as needed. But that's how you get the best results with Cursor. That's how you incrementally build.